So the big thing right now, everyone's debating gas versus electric stoves, and it's become a huge deal. The things that come up today do truly blow me away sometimes. But this is the latest in many things that have been blown up. Now, I think that this is a little bit ridiculous, if anything. The one thing that more people should be talking about, if we're going to talk about the negative effects of gas stoves versus electric stoves or whatever, is ventilation. Ventilation goes a long way. That would help a lot. But I guess the idea was floated to ban gas stoves and have everyone go to electric, which is ridiculous. Are you going to give everyone a free electric stove? A lot of people are hurting right now really badly and can't just afford to run out and get an electric stove to replace their gas one. Personally, I also think gas is, in my opinion, a little bit better because I like open flame versus a flat top. I think, especially with meat, a flame is better. Though, I usually just cook on my grill if I'm going to do something like that. It's right outside on my deck. Now, this has been a really wild argument because naturally, you guessed it, gas stoves are racist. I laughed my ass off when I first heard that. Seriously, that's actually been said. Biden said it. But I'm not going to jump too much on these characters right here. We talk mostly about pop culture around here. So let's talk about Mark Ruffalo. One of the dumbest people in Hollywood who likes to act like he's some kind of super genius. He actually thinks he has the IQ of Bruce Banner when he really has the IQ of Groot. Maybe even lower than Groot. So he's out there saying, oh, my induction cooktop is better in every way than gas. Forgetting that it's super expensive. It's so out of touch. He puts this out here. It's a picture of him cooking on this induction grill. I do think these are pretty cool. I do. They're not a grill. It's a cooktop. I've seen these in Lowe's, and I've got a friend that has one. I do think they look cool, but you need you need new pans too, from what I understand, if you have one of these, by the way. How many people can run out and buy one of these? How many people can afford this? You have to get it put in. You have to get new shit. How many people can afford these, Mark Ruffalo? So don't forget, this is the guy who is also a nuclear energy expert, called it unsafe, all of this nonsense. He's always running around doing this. I can't stand Mark Ruffalo. He went to clown college, but he tries to pass off that he's some kind of Harvard scientist. So this is what he said in a response to Senator Joe Manchin. He says, don't get too worked up. The science has been there for years, plus fracked gas has been shown to release radiation into homes as well. Tell people the truth about gas burners. That's all. By the way, induction cooktops blow gas away faster, cheaper, hotter, better in every way. Well, that's not true. An induction is not cheaper. You're going to have to get somebody to come in and put all that shit into, because how many people can actually do that? But Mark Ruffalo's a rich man. What the hell does he care? The brand that he has, according to this article, is somewhere around $1,000 to $4,000. Everyone's got that money just laying around, and that's just the cost, by the way. Don't forget about install, delivery, getting the old one out of there. It's ridiculous, but Mark doesn't care. He doesn't think about this shit. All that Marvel money. He thinks everyone can just get up and do it. Gas versus electric stove costs. Cheapest 30-inch model, $505. Cheapest 30-inch model for electric is $600. Installation cost is more for gas. But the annual utility bill for the electric stove is more. I mean, a one-time lower bill versus an annual bill. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself. I just think this is ridiculous. By the way, look at this. People are roasting Jill Biden for this because look what they happen to have. And this is from 2020. What is she doing? She's cooking on a gas stove. I can't make this shit up. You can't make this stuff up. I hate this idea of banning these. I don't like all this control. You should be able to tell me what I can cook on. I mean, this is ridiculous that we're having culture war debates over stoves now. But here we are. But old Mark Ruffalo, he knows what's good for you. He's a genius. Oh, I can't stand Mark Ruffalo. Well, he grows up. Look at my $4,000 stove. It's the best. These people in Hollywood. Mark Ruffalo is the perfect example of someone who needs a social media manager, and he needs to have his Twitter locked, and before he can even send a tweet, it needs to be approved by 2 people. That's what I would suggest. He just always just acting like he's such a good puppet. Every day he's like, "What can I do for you, boss? Biden, boss man, what can I do for you?" Oh, man, I can't wait for them to get rid of Hulk in the MCU so he loses all of his star power. Because what is he going to do after that? No one rushes to a movie because Mark Ruffalo is in it. Man, I wish they would have kept Edward Norton. No one would give a shit what this guy has to say. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. What are your thoughts on this? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.